Horrible. We've come, where are we? East?
Yes.
East of Helsinki, that area. We started driving where we're going to be hunting, but the dog managed to escape out of the pickup, so the first mission of the day is to re-find the dog, which isn't going very well over there. And Juha's making a lovely fire for us.
Of course. He will release the dog and then it starts.
I don't know if it's too far away.
Escaping.
His truck's still going. So the trying to catch the dog's not going very well at the minute. Thanks to the sausages thrown from quite a distance away, we now had the dog back. We took his lead off and we fit his GPS collar so he knew exactly where he was in the woods, and we set him back out. It didn't take long before he was onto something and we could hear the barking in the woods, so it's time to get in position. So we were just sitting around the fire discussing all the shoot plans for the day, what we're allowed to shoot, just getting to know the landowner and everything like that. We're going to have some soup as well, however the dog is out hunting at the minute. So it's out tracking hare, deer and stuff like that, and it started barking away and we've got it on the GPS, so it should be chasing some hares about. So we're just getting in position now and hopefully getting a place to shoot. I'm using the 12 gauge shotgun with some heavy-ish shells, and they went off to get in position somewhere else. It is freezing. Snowing now. It was supposed to snow last night, but it's been held back. But it is absolutely amazing. So, just like he said, the hare was going to come running out of this corner of the wood, and I've just shot him maybe about 20 yards away. Amazing. Shot my first hare in Finland. Now, I'm not sure whether I go pick him up or I wait a bit longer, but thankfully it was just one shot. He eventually stopped, seen me, and then started to bolt away, and I managed to get the trigger off. So, pretty pumped up. So that's the dog, just come out of the woods now. He's maybe on the scent of the hare that came towards me, which I then shot. So I'm not sure if this is the drive over in the next little while, but we shall see. With the dog coming out the woods right on my position, that's pretty much the signal that the drive is over. So I make the call, I manage to capture the dog as well, and we get gutting the hare. The dog obviously gets a reward for doing a good job. The hare is then filled with some brush from the tree just to keep it from freezing together and keeping it clean. And then it's time to get some food on. Some homemade soup. That looks tasty actually.
It's a bit meaty.
Meaty soup.
Fresh white-tailed deer. I made it yesterday.
It's whitetail.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's fresh from the woods.
I just want, so after that drive we're now going to have some grub. Maybe an old beer celebration.
Oh yeah.
And to get warm because it's fucking freezing.
In Finland we drink a bit more of the beer.
Beer. Cheers. So the dog's going mad again, so there might be a hare. Juha's gonna stay in charge of the food. And go see if we get any more hares. Good luck, chef.
Good luck, guys.
Shit yak.
Shit yak.
Shit yak. Bad luck, break your leg. So I've not heard the dog for a while. I've just had a call from Master Chef Juha, so hopefully the soup's hot enough, which is good because it's bloody freezing. I can't feel my toes, and every time you touch any metal part of the gun your hand just freezes solid as well. So soup it is. If this is the last hare drive, then I think we'll be sitting out for some deer in a bit, so better get the warm soup in now. Oh yeah, finally hot soup. Thank you, Master Chef. With the light starting to fade, we head out to where we're going to be sitting. It's quite a nice little hut, and it's on a raised bed basically. It's pretty tricky to get there when all the rocks are icy. However, it's really nice inside. There's a couple of seats, but it's still very, very cold. We're looking out towards a feed-in station which is there all winter and through the summer as well. Quite often you can get boar, moose and everything on here. So now it's just a waiting game. So we've just been sitting out for maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Me and Alex are frozen solid, but we managed to get a young whitetail calf, which looks to be quite far away. We've been shooting with the thermal imaging scope, which has been pretty fun to use, even though my eye feels a bit buggered now. Hopefully we're getting picked up soon. We're not too sure on that one. Again, we might go walk and get this deer, we don't know. Yeah. So yeah, it's pitch black and it was good fun. Something right at the end there when we came out the hide, but we ended up not getting a shot at it and we're about to be picked up, so good. And go try and find this deer wherever it is, out there somewhere. So we find the deer and turns out it's not quite a calf, it's quite a mature female, just turned out to be very far away. And now it's butchery time.
Alright.
Juha and Stefan, they got straight into it. They start by taking the legs off and then they're going to skin it. As we're deciding not to keep this skin, we don't really have a purpose for it. So it's more of a case of just get it off quickly, as it's around -20 at the minute and it is freezing. Usually I'd love to get stuck into all this, but they're making light work of it, and I also enjoy watching how it's done in different places and all around the world. You always end up coming back learning something new that is usually pretty smart on what way they're doing it, and it helps you out in the field as well. That's big chunks it's coming off, isn't it?
But you need to take the fat off when it's warm, because
I don't want to see you don't get it.
So I can explain to people.
I'm cutting the fat off the deer and we will feed it to the dogs because they really like this. And you can, I mean, the white-tailed deer fat is not good fat. So.
Once all the guts and the pluck are out, you can really see the chest cavity here and all the ribs, and you can also see the bullet entry wound and exit wound. The entry wound is the smaller of the two, and the exit wound is a lot bigger, as that's how the bullet has expanded as it's went through the deer. Now, thankfully this was a heart shot, and it's destroyed the heart a bit, which means we can't eat it, but it also means it was a very quick death for the deer, which is the aim of the game at the end of the day. Remember how I said you learn something new every time you go out in a new place? Well, I've never seen a deer carcass pressure washed before. However, it leaves it very nice and clean, and it's ready for the larder. With the day coming to an end, I want to say a big thank you to Stefan for letting us hunt on his land. He's a hell of a guy and a hell of a character as well. Watching him chase his dog down throwing sausages at him, that's pretty funny. Overall, it was an amazing day. I've ticked a lot of stuff off my list. It was pretty testing the temperatures as well, but it was worth it. So with that, I hope you enjoyed watching it, and there's another one coming, so look forward to that.